You like green? Let's see.
That's cool. Please, sir.
Perfect. There you go, Jackson.
Thank you.
What did he say?
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Good choices.
So, Jackson, do you know your dad's building a race car?
Seriously?
Let's see it.
That's what you're here for.
That's amazing.
You want to go check out your dad's race car?
Of course.
Let's go. Here's where we're at right now. If you notice, there's nothing. How excited are you guys?
So excited.
I'm getting excited.
So you just asked about your strut over there. The strut isn't adjustable yet. We're going to be adding this to it, and these are adjustable. So they're lowering springs that are adjustable, so it will somewhat work like a coilover, but I don't feel at this time you needed full coilovers in the car. I feel this is going to be sufficient enough for you. Perfect. It's going to do extremely well. All new bump stops are getting put in.
And how hard is it to adjust? Bring it in and...
Yeah, bring it into us and we can adjust it for you. It's very consuming of what has to be done because you have to go around and measure the wheel arches and get all sides perfect. Probably, yeah, $5,000 for that. Yeah, $5,000. But look at how pretty it is.
Okay, so explain to me what...
Okay, so these right here are valves. So when you're in your neighborhood, starting your car, they're going to be closed. When you're at the track, you open them up and they breathe like straight pipes.
That's what pops.
That's what's going to make all the noises. And then here are your tips. You notice, we're thinking about how long they were. They're going to be buried. They're going to be, this is adjustable. So, yep. So this will be adjusted onto the end accordingly. So we can choose how far they go.
Gotta drone as much. So
drone is where it goes.
Yeah. Anytime you change the resonant, the part and an exhaust system, it changes the resonance. So when the exhaust comes out and it hits these, that's one pass. When it hits this, that's another pass. So it's changing the
That'll
sound
be
again.
gone though, won't it?
Right. It's changing the sound again, which means it gets quieter as it comes back to the muffler.
Is this going?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Everything from here back, so
Correct. From about here back.
as long as it breathes.
Without resonators, they sound like...
There's your answer. Look up the ceramic, how much this conversion kit is for your car. It is $14,730.99, and that's with a discount.
Oh. That is a lot.
Guess you're not going to college, Jax.
Dad.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to be updating the suspension to an adjustable suspension with lowering springs. We're going to be replacing the muffler and exhaust system with a Catback AWE system that we have here. We're going to be replacing the downpipes as well, installing a larger front oil cooler. Also, we are replacing the inlet pipes that we have here and upgraded air filters, and also tuning the car to everything that we are installing on the vehicle for maximum performance on the track.
Now, out of all the jobs you do, would you say this one's pretty straightforward?
For the most part, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, there's no major knickknacks or diagnosing needs to get done. There may need to be some modifications done when you're installing some of the aftermarket components as far as the oil cooler and the heat exchanger. Might have to modify some trim panels to make those fit properly. And I'm not sure about these downpipes yet. But once I have the original exhaust removed, we'll know if we have to modify anything to get these to fit. But these should be pretty much bolt up and plug and play.
When you're doing a job like this, is it typically just you? Do you have some more people?
It's usually just me unless I need an extra hand, you know, holding something or to put something up. But for the most part, going to be just me, sir.
We're going pretty low today on the springs.
Gonna set it at a base setting and then adjust it from there. So the values that they allow you is between 25 and 40 millimeters. And the adjustment, I'm gonna start with 35 and see how the vehicle sits and then take it from there. So both of those jobs, so the suspension alone is about 10-hour job. And the complete exhaust is about a 10-hour job. So I'd like to complete about 20 hours worth of work in the next 2 days. As you can see, I have a pole jack here underneath the spring to support the control arm while I relieve the tension on it. So this is extremely important. You know, you don't want the spring to pop out or fly at you. These springs are under massive amount of tension. So safety is definitely a huge concern. Have the proper tools. That spring, once you release that, boing, it would have definitely forced its way out of there.
So for those people who don't know, why would I want to upgrade my coils and springs?
So what this does is it helps the vehicle handle better, not only by lowering it, but also the spring rate on performance suspension is completely different than the factory springs. So it allows the vehicle to respond and handle better, not only normal driving, but specifically on the racetrack.
Now, do you have to compress these by hand? Do you have a tool?
So this we'll use a pole jack again to compress the spring, get the bolt back in the lower control arm. Pole jack is in handy. So when I was referring to proper toolage, this is what I meant. 70 newton meters or 51 foot-pounds. You don't have the proper tools, you can't make sure that these bolts are torqued to the proper specifications. So, number one, make sure that the components stay where they need to stay and that nothing strips out or breaks.
What do people usually do with their old parts? Do they tell you to keep them?
Store them in their garage in case they ever want to go back to stock. Or some people just say, hey, I don't need it, and let us keep it. And sometimes we keep certain parts, and most of the time we'll scrap certain parts. So this is the new H&R spring. We have the adjustable perch here, which you can adjust with the special tools that H&R provided us with. These special tools here. So we have it at a factory base setting, which they have recommended between 25 and 40 millimeters. Currently have it set at 35 millimeters. I didn't want to go too low yet. This way, if I need to, I can drop it down if the client has a preference of the vehicle sitting lower. So this is just a base start. And next we'll be moving on to the front suspension.
Let's say I get a new M4 and I get all kinds of mods on it. Are any of those parts insurable?
So I encourage you, whenever you do performance upgrades on your car, call your insurance company. If you want it covered, call your insurance company, speak with your insurance agent, and find out what all you need to do to get all the performance parts and extra accessories you put on your car covered by your insurance policy. It's a very smart thing to do.
When you're doing big builds, organization. Make sure you have all your components organized, so when you're going back together, you know where everything goes and where everything is.
I know it's cliche, but how true is it when people say downpipe and a tune is all you really need?
It's a lie. A downpipe and a tune, you're going to get a lot of extra back pressure. If it's not done right, you're actually losing some power, or could be. I think that it's a good starting point doing downpipes and tunes, but here's the thing. If you're doing a catless downpipe, it can only be used on the track. The guys that want to drive them out on the road, I can't agree with. You're kind of breaking the rules of the game. Now we get to some more fun. We've got the lowering springs in now. They're the adjustable H&R lowering springs. We will adjust it once we're in the alignment, but now we're getting into some fun parts. We're about to start taking the exhaust out and upgrading the exhaust. You know why I call that the fun part? Because everybody loves it when they make their cars sound better. You can add all the performance you want up here in the engine, but if it doesn't sound good, you're not happy. So here's the happy part. So we went with the AWE system. It's a great track setup. It is a valve system. It's going to save quite a bit of weight comparable to the stock setup. Then in the next couple of weeks, when we take it to the track, we'll get you some track sounds too for you. So if you have any questions about the AWE systems, just shoot us a message at BavarianRennsport.com, or you can check us out on Instagram at BavarianRennsport. These are massive.
We have to deburr it.
Deburr it?
Yes.
What is deburr?
So deburr means once you make a cut, the edges are very sharp. So you just need to hit this with some sandpaper or a rotary tool to file down the edge so it's smoother, so it fits.
Benefits of wrapping the downpipes in titanium is it helps dissipate heat as the downpipes get extremely hot, especially under load or on the race circuit. You're pushing this car very high RPMs, so these pipes are going to get extremely hot in this area. So the better you can dissipate the heat, the less heat you keep off of your powertrain and drivetrain components.
Now, when you're wrapping, do you have any kind of like technique to it? Do you personalize it yourself?
Actually, we can't disclose that information, but there is a technique to get the wrap to sit and conform to the material and the pipe that you're working with. So what's cool about our shop is we have access to all factory software for most of our manufacturers that we service on. So this is exactly what you would have in a BMW dealership. Service, parts, wiring diagrams, anything that you would need to know to access to repair or service these vehicles. So right now I'm looking up the repair procedures to remove the front suspension, just to make sure I'm doing everything per the manufacturer's specification.
When people come in to do a build, do you guys usually give them a recommendation? Do people come in already like knowing what they want?
We usually give them recommendations. Some people already have a goal in mind and parts that they want to add on for performance. But most clients like us to guide them and give them the best recommendations for not only performance but also reliability at the same time. We want to build cars that go fast, but at the same time you want to have a reliable car that goes fast.
So do you always make it known like, hey, if you're going to make this much horsepower, you may need to upgrade like your transmission or this and that?
Absolutely. With certain engines, if you go over a certain horsepower, you're going to have to upgrade the internals. There's the stock internals on some engines, they just can't handle what clients request horsepower wise. So you have to build the motor this way they don't end up blowing their engine.
So when we put the tune, we will adjust the burbles a bit. You can decide how aggressive or least aggressive you want. We would like to dial it back to the lowest setting and then go up from there if you're all right with that. That'd be great. Good stuff. It's cool. We're here today with this 2020 M4 competition 6-speed that we're about to do an ECU unlock. As you see all these cables going through here in this laptop here, we're actually doing the bench unlock so we can add pro tuning freaks, boot mod to this car and make it have extra power. If you need your car bench unlocked, we're your guys to do it. We can do in-house bench unlock on anything that is before August of 2020. Anything after August of 2020, we can unlock you also, but we're gonna have to ship it out to be done. Give us a call at Bavarian Rensport at 904-270-9390, or you can check us out online at BavarianRensport.com.
We are identifying the DME so we can make sure that we have the correct one, obviously, because there's multiple different variations of this DME. Making sure to check the software level and things like that. From there, we're going to read the ECU, which is going to also check the software for us, identify it, get the serial number off of it, all the data we need, plus back it up in case anything goes wrong, which never happens.
It was just absolutely incredible just to be out here with everybody and just small group with I just learned so much today, and I knew that when I had this wild hair to go build a track car, I knew that Sean and the team at Bavarian Rensport were the only place to go, and I'm so glad I did. The team ended up building this car, and it's just incredible, and I couldn't be more thankful. So it's just what a great day today was, and I'm a little sad the day's over, but excited to do it again soon.
And one last question. There's a lot of shops you can take your car to. Why did you pick Bavarian out of everyone else?
Reputation, the friendly service, the trust that I got from the team and Sean right away, and I just knew that this was the place to be, and he walked me through everything and every step that he was doing, and the car's been fantastic, and it's I can't wait to continue to do more stuff with them, and just they've made me feel like I'm a part of their family.
All my rally stuff that I never released is coming soon. You're going to see a lot of old video of Randy from Savage Garage and a lot of the whole Savage Garage crew. We're pretty excited about releasing some of this video and my life out on the road. But even more so than that, we've got some cool stuff going on now. I've taken a break for about almost the past 2 years since Randy passed from Savage Garage. I took a little bit of time to be with my family, restructure the shop, make it a better environment, and now we're ready to share it with the world. So stay tuned. I got a lot of cool stuff coming your way. I hope you enjoy it.